Hey sneak peekers, I'm Jillian and I'm here at the red carpet for the new movie Take Care. This movie stars Leslie Bibb, who gets hit by a car and none of her friends and family want to take care of her. So she has to ask her ex-boyfriend, who has a girlfriend, for some help.
Well, it's pretty challenging because there's a lot of physical impediment to the part. And so that was fun to work with, as well as just being a lead in the movie and having to shoot on no money and do that crazy budget. Hi, Lizzie! But really, it's my director and my writer. It's the whole reason I did the movie, because she's incredible. Liz Tuccillo is an amazing writer, and so to get that experience to work so hands-on, and I got to produce the movie, so it's really, really fun.
Everything that you do is always sort of a challenge, right? So it's just a matter of like, what exactly about you is this going to challenge now, you know? And for me, I think that a lot of the lessons learned with this one were just like, I had to lighten up. You know what I mean? I can get so precious sometimes with a lot of the work and stuff that I'm doing, which is, I guess, to a certain degree okay, but like it just can get a little overwrought. And forget that you're supposed to have fun. And with this group, it was amazing how joyful this whole experience was and how joyously everybody went to work every day. And so I think that it's infectious and it shows up on the screen, which I think is a large part of why we're here. I mean, among the many things that are sort of outstanding about this movie, the sheer quantity, percentage-wise, of filmmakers that are women that are involved in the making of this movie. It's sort of unlike anything that I've ever been a part of before, and it was so refreshing. You know what I mean? It was, you have like a female DP and like a female sound, operator, and you have women producers and writer-director, and a cast largely made up of women. It was incredible. It was really nice to see that sort of thing happening with this film. It was sort of a shame that that we have to do it a small film to have that many people involved in it. But I'm very proud to be a part of it, and it was really cool to see how it translated into like a work day, which was just awesome.
It's a story about a woman who comes home from the hospital and she finds out, realizes, like, she with a broken arm and a broken leg, and she realizes that she doesn't really have anyone to take care of her because all her friends are sort of lame and her family's sort of lame. And so that sort of came just from the idea of, I've always often noticed how people a lot of times don't come through for people in the bad times, and that was sort of always in my mind. And then I just had a friend who was actually in the film who had rotator cuff surgery, and we had to go over and keep like changing her ice and all the things that are in the film. And that sort of started me with the idea of what would happen if somebody came home and nobody was there, and who would take care of them, and that sort of thing.
Well, I was wondering if you had any advice for writers or film students at all?
Yeah, I guess I would say I haven't prepared anything, but I would say to keep writing and keep creating, and sort of don't stop and don't wait for anyone to give you permission to do it, because in this day and age with digital and just even writing, you just sit down and you write. You don't need anyone to sort of give you permission, and that's the great thing about writing, and it's a great thing about even making films now. It's like you kind of can do it really, not on your own, but you can do it really mean and lean. So I think that if I had to say anything, it's just sort of like keep writing and creating things that you care about, and that's the first start to other people caring about it.